We're up to 55 meters.
So if it's accurate, we're about halfway through.
Yes!
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Kyle's Hooked. And in this episode, it's gonna be a little bit different. So my dad and I built a machine because we wanted to split some fishing line. So we created this contraption that will measure how much fishing line goes onto our spools. So here it is. I'm gonna explain it. So this part is the spool. It spins in the fan frame that we used here. And then there's a little motor that just spins. There's a gear on this side and a wheel on this side. So the line comes through here and wraps around the wheel. So when the line comes out, it turns the wheel. And the gear has a little hole in it right there. And there's a laser and a laser receiver right here. So when the hole comes across, the laser will shine through and the laser receiver can see that, and it will tell the Raspberry Pi that the laser is there. So we can measure one full rotation. The wheel here is 93 millimeters, so we know every time the gear turns that 93 millimeters of line has come out. So we can do some simple math to calculate how many meters of line has come out of the spool and onto our reels. Alright, so we have set up my rod attached to this thing. So basically we attach the line here and it goes up through the first eye and it goes around that wheel. I'm keeping tension on it so that it doesn't come off of the wheel. What I'm gonna do is when he turns on the program, the Raspberry Pi is gonna calculate whenever the wheel turns how much line goes through. So I'm gonna slowly reel this. Alright, so I'm gonna start reeling.
Program engaged.
I'm reeling this, and it's going through the wheel, and the program is calculating how much line is going through it because of the laser passing through the hole to the receiver. The Raspberry Pi can calculate how much line is going through.
10 meters.
We might be able to use this again sometime if we have another big reel that we want to split. So it's a useful little tool that we built to measure out line. So I'm just gonna keep reeling this in.
35 meters. So there's 270 meters on the spool. And I ended up putting
100.
what the program said is 100 meters on my reel. So I didn't exactly split it. So we'll see how accurate we are. If Kyle finishes the spool before his reel is full, then we'll know that it's not exactly accurate. We're up to 55 meters.
So if it's accurate, we're about halfway through.
65 meters. 90 meters.
So we should be getting close if this is accurate. My spool is about 3/4 of the way full, so we'll see how this turns out.
103 meters. We're at 130 meters. Looks like it's going well. I think there's just past 135 meters. So you have half the spool on there now, and there is still some on the spool. So it looks like it's pretty accurate. All right, so it looks like you got 150 meters.
Okay.
Final line length in meters, 150.288. And it looks like that worked very well and was very accurate.
Alright, so we did some math to see how much would be left if this is accurate, and we have pulled out 15 meters. We estimated there was 20 meters left after putting line on our rods. So we are down to the last 5 meters. So if this ends up being 20, then our machine was accurate. So we'll see how close it is.
Just about the end of it.
Couple lines left.
That's it. What are we at?
23.
So we are within 3 or 4 meters of being perfectly accurate. I say this machine is a success. It's not pretty, but it's definitely did what we wanted it to do.
Well, that was a fun project. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and if you have any questions, leave a comment. Thanks for watching.
Okay, go.
Okay.
You only have to do that if there's 2 different like audio recording devices and stuff.
Wait, actually? Oh, okay.
So you can sync the audio?
Yeah, that makes sense now.